Are we live? I think we're live, people! Everybody, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Master 88 here, and welcome to another live Linux installation. I apologize severely if I'm really late, folks. We had some audio and technical difficulties, but after 2 long hours, we got it sorted. So, it was just a rough time getting my headphones set up, getting the computer set up, getting the GNOME boxes set up. Oh, boy, 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 boy. But we got it. We got it. Anyway, welcome. This is a live Linux installation coming live from OBS. This is the first time I'm using OBS to do a live Linux installation, so hopefully this works for you all. Let me minimize everything and let me see who's in the comments section. Okay. Nobody at this time, but that's okay. So before we get started, I just want to get some announcements I just want to get some announcements out of the way before we get started. The usual house cleaning stuff. If you enjoy these live streams just as much as I do, then smash that like button, ring-a-ding that notification bell, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. First announcement that I want to get out of the way is keep a lookout for a YouTube channel update to come very, very soon. In this channel update will be the announcement for the next Edo Pro Do Night Plus Open Chat. Also, the other announcement that I want to get out of the way right now is that I have scheduled a Linux workshop live streaming event. That will be, that event will be going on next month. The date has been finalized, so keep a lookout for that. What the Linux workshop is, people, is I will be pretty much doing a workshop teaching anybody that is new to Linux, like how Linux works, the differences between Linux and Windows, and basically how much good software Linux has. So that's how the Linux workshop is going to be done. It's going to be next month, so keep a lookout for that. Other than that, I have no other announcements at this time. So what I'm going to do is, before I show you all the VM, I am going to let some people know that we are live. So let me just go here. All right. Okay. Actually, instead of me using my Wi-Fi phone, it'll be better if I did it another way. Here's what we can do here, folks. Let's see. Actually, I can do it from my Wi-Fi phone. I just forgot. Copy and paste the link to the stream. Sorry if it's taken me so long, folks. I'm just figuring out how to get the link to the live stream so I can send it to people. Okay. Live stream, so... Oh, there we go. Okay, now let me just get the link. Actually, I can do one better. I know a better way to get the link. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now, how do I get this link here? Oh, wait a minute. Bingo. I think I found it. Sharing. No. Oh, wait. Here we go. Copy the clipboard. There we go. Got it. Go here. Go here. Now that I got the link, let me see if I'm dropping frames at all. No, I'm not. Good, good. Okay. Oh, hey Ben. Hey buddy. Welcome to the Fedora live installation. I'll be starting in just a few minutes. I'm just sending the link to different chat rooms, letting people know that I'm live. So if you can just give me a minute, we'll get started. Okay, let me just check my OBS real quick. Yep, I'm going. Good, 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 good. All right. Who else can I send the link to? Yeah, I have an idea. Okay, I just want to make sure I got everybody. Yeah, I did. Okay, there we go. The link's been sent. All right. So, I think what we're going to do, folks. There we go. Let's do it like this. There we go. You all can see it much better now. Okay, I think the 5 minutes has officially expired, so what do you all say we get started, shall we? Okay, so we're just gonna press the install Fedora button right here. Okay. I give that a minute, folks. Okay, so we're still using the Anaconda installer from what I can see. Let me make sure I'm not lagging. No, I'm not. Perfect. Okay, what I also want to do, folks, is I want to put the live chat onto my mobile device here. So hold on. Let me just get the live chat in a Firefox window, just so I can see it. Okay. Okay, for some reason, I'm not getting the live chat on this. Okay, here's what we're going to have to do instead. I'll have to actually use the YouTube app for this. Okay, come on. Come on, work for me. For some reason, not getting the live chat on. Okay, good. At least my audio is working. Okay. All right, I got the live chat working. All right, now as I was saying before, that came up. What we're gonna do is go to installation detection. We're gonna do that, and what we're gonna do is done. Then what we're gonna do is begin installation. And okay, so we're using ButterFS. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay. Okay, good. The live chat is still up. Good. Okay, I wanna make sure it stays on it too. Okay, so it's installing the software. That's fine. Okay. While this is doing its thing, people, I need to go get my bottle of water on the other side of the room, so just hang on a moment.
Mm. Okay, okay, there it is. I see it. Go here.
Okay. All right, I got my sound back, people. I am so sorry about that. Okay. Took me a minute to fix that. I have no clue what's going on, but I fixed it. Okay. Now we got this, so we're getting close to finishing up the installation. Okay, so live chat is still good, still fine. Let me check it on here though, just in case. Yeah, still fine. All right. Okay. I need clarification, Ben. Am I coming in okay? Give me a yes for okay, and if I'm not coming in okay, let me know. All right, thank you, Ben. Thank you very much. Okay, so 76%. Okay, so the software installation is nearly done. And I can already tell what desktop environment I'm working with, folks. This is definitely GNOME 45. Definitely GNOME 45. I need to do is I'm gonna fix the Wi-Fi phone. Dual display. There it is. Yeah, here we go. Screen timeout. Put that up to 10 minutes. There we go. That'll do it. Just go back to here. Perfect. Well, I mean, well, the thing is, GNOME 45 is the newest version of GNOME, Ben. I mean, it's a lot, from what I've been hearing, it's a lot better than what it used to be. Um, this used to be the activity button, but they've changed the word activity to this little workspace switcher here. And over here, from what I can see, even in the installation, they definitely modified this a little bit. But I'll be able to pretty much see more of it once, we get into the actual Fedora system itself. Oh, also, before I forget, um, Christmas Eve, December 24th, 4 p.m., I will be doing a live install of Dark Zero's Zero Linux KDE Plasma Edition. Keep a lookout for that. That'll be on Christmas Eve, 4 p.m. Okay. So it's installing the bootloader. Okay. Okay, good. My audio's working. I was just checking, folks. Because basically, how I have this MacBook Pro set up here is essentially my good headset is literally connected to a USB 2.0 hub, which I got to get it replaced with a new hub eventually, which I think I'm going to do that next month. Eh, Oh, well, I'll be darned. Hello, Roland. Man, it's been a long time since I've seen you. Um, Welcome, by the way, to the Fedora Linux live installation, Roland. Basically, what I'm doing is I am essentially doing a live installation of Fedora 39 Linux in a virtual operating system machine here. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, this bootloader seems to be taking a little while. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. Okay, so it's going to so it's generating the init RAM FS. Okay, that's fine. Let it do its thing. Okay. But why in why line? Pretty much just pretty much the reason why I do this live rolling is essentially it's essentially to show people who are interested in using the Linux operating system, um, to show them how one would install Linux on a machine. So essentially, this is why I do these things live, is to show people how one would install Linux on a computer. In my case, I'm installing a form of Linux called Fedora in a application called GNOME Boxes, which is pretty much a way to test operating systems on your current machine without overwriting your own operating system. That's pretty much how that works. All right, Roland, that's fine. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. Okay. The live install seems to be completed. All right, so we're going to just press this finish installation button. Now, if we give it a minute, it should reboot into the actual system. So, from what it looks like, I may have to do it manually, which, you know what? I'm gonna have to, ain't I? Yep. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to force the shutdown. Then what we're going to do is go into Preferences. Devices. Move the ISO. There we go. Then we go in. Perfect. All right, Fedora 39 is now ready to go. All right, now we just wait, and then we'll get started. Okay, so we got this little setup screen, folks. So we'll just press that. I don't like location services on, automatic problem reporting. I mean, most people don't want this turned on because, you know, privacy activists want this, privacy activists like myself would want this turned off, you know, for data collection reasons. But in Fedora Linux's case, I would at least keep this on. This way they can get technical reports, you know, to improve Fedora. So that would be the only reason why I would have this toggled on. Enable third-party repositories. Yes, we'll do that. And then you have your online accounts, which will skip that. About me, I'm known as Yu-Gi-Oh! Master 88. And also, if you look down here, folks, you have an enterprise login for if you want to use that. And then I'll use my super secret password that is not... Oh, whoa, whoa. Sorry, folks. Sound hiccup. I will use my super secret password that is not 1234. Oh, you're using Ivory on Gen 2 and XFC? Not bad. Not bad at all. Very good, Ben. All right, so we got all that done. Okay, so no thanks. So what we're gonna do, folks, is give you a little tour. But before we do, let me just check everything. Oh, and we have some dropped frames. I'm not liking this at all. Oh boy. Don't worry, folks. Everything will be fine. Let me just check everything. Yeah, everything is fine. You're going to have a little bit of a dropped frame thing here and there, but that's okay. Okay, so anywho, let's begin the tour, shall we? So essentially, you got this right up here. So this is your settings and stuff. What I do want to do is activate dark mode for one. And what do you say we look at our settings, shall we? Okay, so we got our settings here. So you got your network, got your Bluetooth, you got your appearances, which I already have that set. You got your notifications, you got search, you got multitasking. Well, multitasking, which this is basically all stuff that you can do. This is for gestures and all that, which we will not get into that. You got essentially your GNOME boxes itself and all your other GNOME apps. You also got the privacy settings, which you got all this if you want to change any of that. Let me check if it dropped frame rate. Okay, it hasn't really dropped that much anymore. Okay, good. Okay, anyway, we got the online accounts here. So if you have a Fedora account, Microsoft Exchange, Google, Nextcloud, or say if you bought a domain name and you have your own email server, you can do a IMP, SMTP, all that stuff here. You also got sharing, which you can do remote logins, SSH, all that good stuff through here. You also got your volume settings, so you can adjust your volume, and you got your power settings right here. So it's as simple as that. I shouldn't have to really explain much. Um, One of the things I do like about GNOME 45 so far is this little thing right here. Now, you click it, it's basically a new and improved activity tab. So you got your bar down here. So for applications, you got Firefox, Calendar, Nautilus, and the GNOME Software Center. So you have all these little applications here. Plus, if you go over here, you got all these applications here. Next up, the other function of this little, of the new and improved activity tab here is, if it'll let me do it. Yep, there we go. It did it. So as you can see, people, if I do an up motion on my trackpad, it switches the workspace. If I do a down motion, it switches it back. So the cool feature about GNOME 45 is it has a lovely way with your trackpad to adjust your workspaces. Very nice. So what we're going to do is I want to open up the terminal and I want to do a uname -r. So we're on kernel 6.5. That is fine. What I do want to do is do a sudo dnf update. Oh, whoops. I know Wi-Fi phone. I know. Okay, so the frames are fine. I mean, the frame buffer is not too bad. Okay, there we go. Now let me enter my password. Okay. Oh, so we got the copper repo for PyCharm owned by, I can't pronounce that name for the life of me. I apologize. Okay. Okay. So it's hopefully it doesn't take too long for the DNF update to happen. Hopefully. Okay, so we got H264, open H264. Ooh, not bad. Wow, not bad at all. Okay. Okay. Okay, good. It just changed. All right. Okay, people, I am so sorry about that. Technical difficulties, but we should be fine now. Okay. All right, let me just relog back into Fedora here. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do, for the sake of keeping the CPU and bandwidth good, I'm just gonna have it in the normal resolution for this thing. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, so we got a well, we got the full screen option. I mean, I could try that in a way, but no, I don't want to make my CPU mad. I think we'll just do this. There we go. That'll do it. Okay, so do this. That. Okay, as I was saying before that happened, sudo DNF update. Oh, whoops, mistyped. Typed too fast. All right. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Nice. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, so while that goes in the background, let me check the frame rate. Okay, frame rate is good. I don't know what happened with the internet, people. I don't know what happened, but we're back now. Okay. All right, so there we go. Okay, so we're basically letting Fedora 39 update here. So, all right. So while that updates, hopefully you guys are having a good evening, afternoon, morning, or whatever it may be when this live stream or video reaches you. Hopefully your day is going great. Um, yes, we'll just say yes to that. Okay, so the key's been imported. Good. Okay. Let me check my frame rate again. Okay, 17 dropped frames. Okay, it's better than nothing, I guess. Okay, it's running all the checks. Very good. Let me pull up the live chat on my phone here, just so I can have it. There we go. Perfect. Oh, nice, Ben. FreeBSD 14? Good. All right. So this is the final version of FreeBSD 14. Is that what that is, Ben? Okay. 17 drop frames. Okay, running transaction. Transaction. Okay. All right, so I don't know how long this is gonna take. Oh, I spoke too soon. There we go. Okay, so now it's going through and updating all the components. So once this is all done, we can do one final tour of the applications. And other than that, I mean, not much else really to do here. I mean, GNOME 45 really looks awesome. Really looks nice. Um, not not the not the version of Fedora that I would run on hardware. To be precise, I most I prefer the LXDE version of Fedora. So that's my preferred version. Okay, 17 frames, good. At least it's not a whole bunch of frames. Thank goodness. Oh, by the way, just letting you know, Ben, in the beginning of December, I'm pretty much going to be doing a Linux workshop live stream where I basically do a workshop, explaining to any new user that may come across that stream how Linux works, how there are many distributions in Linux, um, how much software there is in Linux. Basically, it's a workshop explaining the fundamentals of Linux, basically. So, if you want to be available for that one in early December, feel free to let me know. Maybe I can have you and Seeker on for that one. Okay. Stream's current bit rate. It is higher than the recommended bit rate. That might explain my frame rate issue. Huh. Interesting. Oh well, I'm not that worried. Not that worried at all. But no, Ben, I've been pretty much planning a Linux workshop for a little while now. Once again, it's pretty much going to be at, this is going to be solely aimed, Ben, at Windows users who are wanting to get away from Windows and are wanting to dip their toes into Linux. Like, basically, give them a rundown like what Linux is, what are distributions, how Linux can have different types of software packages like deb packages, arch packages, rpm, this, that, all the other. Basically just a basically a literal fundamental um rundown of what exactly is Linux, essentially. Once again, solely aimed at Windows users who are wanting to get away from Windows. That's pretty much going. That's the point of that's going to be the point of the Linux workshop. Because while I like Windows 11 to an extent and Windows 10, they're getting crazy, very crazy. And I just think, in my opinion, that even though Windows 10 and Windows 11 have their use cases, Linux is getting better in many different aspects, especially gaming. Linux gaming is definitely come a long way. Very long way, in my opinion. So, okay, I think the updates are nearly finished. Nearly finished indeed. Yeah, I'm just checking up on here. Making sure OBS is not disconnecting or anything. Okay. All right. So Fedora 39 should be nearly done. I mean, once the system updates and we reboot back, I'll do a quick tour of what Fedora 39 has to offer. I've looked, if you've missed it from earlier, I've already looked at the settings and the other stuff. So we're gonna look at all the apps Fedora 39 has to offer, and then we'll be pretty much wrapping this thing up. Alright. Okay. Well, while we wait for this to get done, folks, I gotta step out of my room for just a quick little second, but I will be right back. Give me a minute, folks. Okay, people, I'm back. All right. Okay, stream quality seems to be okay. How's our frame rate? Frame rate is sitting at 17. That's better than nothing. Let's see what I can do about that though. Let's get rid of Pomok for one. See if that does anything. Okay, so we're going through a verification phase, verifying these apps. Frame rate 17, perfect. And it is completed, folks. Nice. Very nice. All right, so now what we can do is we can reboot. All right, so we're going to reboot this thing, go back into GNOME boxes, my preferred virtualization tool. I like VirtualBox, but there are times when VirtualBox has problems. I just prefer this better. I do want to experiment with Virt Manager again at some point, which is another KVM virtualizer at some point. Okay, so I put in my password. There we go. Perfect. All right, so hey, Seeker, hello, buddy. How you doing? Um, just letting you know, Seeker, we're going to be wrapping up soon. But if you want to catch the installation part of the live stream, you can rewind it if you want to see that part. Right now, I'm about to go through the apps and show everybody what apps GNOME 45 includes. Okay, so this is what apps you all get if you go with Fedora 39, GNOME 45. You got your media writer, your contacts, your lovely little weather app, your your clocks, your maps, good old LibreOffice, videos, calculator, LibreOffice Writer, document scanner, your settings, system monitor, GNOME boxes, which is what we're using, terminal, your utilities, the Tor button, cheese. Is this G? Yeah, that's gedit. The GNOME help application and ribbon box. I mean, the thing about Fedora, folks, is it's pretty minimal per se. This is a pretty minimal GNOME system. I mean, unlike Ubuntu, which they pretty much stuff it with a whole bunch of stuff, but Fedora is pretty minimal. I like that. Oh, that's nice, Seeker. Hope you're enjoying your new abode. Okay, so I think what we're going to do next, folks, now that we looked at our applications, I want to do one other thing. Let's look at the system monitor here and see what we got going on here. Okay, so we're using up we're using up 3% of our CPU. We're also using 1.5 gigabytes out of our out of our 4 gigabytes of RAM that I've assigned to this virtual machine. File systems, this is what we got here. Don't have much in the home directory. Okay, so I think what I want to do next here is I want to go here, bring up the terminal. We're going to do a sudo dnf install neo. Actually, no. I would normally do neofetch, but there's another one that I like a little bit better. Let's see if fast fetch is available. And fast fetch is available. Nice. Okay. This should perfect. Now we're going to type fast fetch. And there we go, folks. Look at that. Okay, now we can see some more information here. Okay, so this is running GNOME 45.1. This is Let's see. Bash 5.2.21. We got 1,945 RPM packages. Let's see. We are using Wayland. If you didn't know, this is not an X session. GNOME Terminal 3.48.1. Intel i7. And we got a Red Hat VirtIO 1.0 GPU, which is, I think, what GNOME Boxes is using. And then basically the rest of this level of information. I do like the NeoFetch Fedora logo. That is a beautiful logo. That is awesome. Okay. That's pretty much enough for the apps. I think before we wrap things up here, let's make some changes here. Now, if I was a new user, folks, and I wanted to try this out, I think what I would go with normally is this wallpaper right here. It's almost like a KDE Plasma wallpaper, but it works. I would also have the dark theme in here. Let me check my frame rate here. Okay, good. I was just checking. And also another thing that I would do is I would have Bluetooth turned off because I prefer not to use it as much because it can hog up resources. Just letting you know, people, that if you have any online accounts, you can set all that up right here. Might as well go through the settings again for those who are just coming in. You got your network, your Bluetooth, appearances, which is what we just did. Actually, I like this one better. Not bad. Not bad at all. Very good. Okay, so we got notifications, search, multitasking, which you can do a whole bunch of stuff in here compared to what you could do in 44. This is where you can adjust all your application settings if you're the type of person to do that. This is your privacy settings. You can do diagnostics. Well, that's weird. I'll be darned, GNOME settings crashed. Want to make sure my frame rate's good. Yeah. Is the live stream still good? Yeah. All right. Okay, let's get GNOME settings back up because I was not finished going through the settings for the second time this evening. Go back to privacy, please. Thank you. Okay, so as I was saying, this is the privacy settings. You got your screen lock settings, location services, file history and trash, diagnostics, cameras, microphones. You can adjust all that here. Online accounts, your file sharing services and SSH services if you need that. This is your sound area, power. What I usually like to do here is I like to usually put this to never because I don't want the screen to blank out. And also for those who have like sensitive eyesight, you got your nightlight option to help with that. Right now, the resolution we are using is 1080 by 726, but what I want to do actually is find my native resolution here, if it even has it, which it does not. That's a little sad. Oh well, that's okay. We'll just stick with what we got. You also got a landscape mode, portrait mode, landscape mode flipped. You got your refresh. The refresh rate is 74.99. You also got your mouse settings here. Whether you have a normal mouse or a trackpad, you can do that. Essentially, right here, you can adjust it to natural scrolling, which I prefer natural scrolling since I'm using a MacBook Pro. I'm very used to natural scrolling. Yeah, we'll just leave it right there. Then you got your keyboard. So, say you live in a different country, um, and you need to get your default keyboard, you can get it from here. I have a quirky English US keyboard. That's what I have. If you need to set up your printers, folks, you can do it through here. This is where you can manage all your USB drives, NAS. You even use a NAS or an IC dock. Right here, this is the color for the monitor. Region and language formats. Accessibility. So say if you have eye problems, hearing problems, all that stuff, you can basically set these as you prefer. This is where the user area is. You can even add more users if you want to. This is where your default apps are. This is your date and time settings. I prefer it to be normal. And for me, I prefer the date to be available. And right here, here's the final bit of information, folks. I given this machine 4 gigs of RAM, 30 gigs of memory, 30 gigs of hard drive space, um, 4 cores, Intel Core i7, well, or is that 2? It might be a 2, I don't remember. Right down here, you can go to software updates if you need to do that, which there's nothing, as you can see. Other than that, that's pretty much it for settings. And now we're going to do one last thing before we wrap up here, folks. We're going to look at the software center. So this is what so if you're using GNOME, this is your software center. Essentially, since third-party repositories are active, you get access to a lot of good packages here. You can go into here into preferences. You can essentially, if you say you only want free and open source software, you can set it to only show free and open source software. But if you want to see proprietary apps, you can adjust that too. Oh, whoops. Up here is software repositories. So right here, Flatpaks are enabled out of the bat. There's also testing updates if you want, if you need that. The firmware repository is enabled as well, since third-party repositories are enabled right off the bat. There's also a repository for Google Chrome, Copr. You do have access to RPM Fusion, and just letting you know, Benny boy, look at this NVIDIA driver. Woohoo! The GNOME 45 loves NVIDIA. It sure does. Okay. Now what we're going to do is show you all some of the software you have. These are some editors picks that we got here. You got Solarium, which is a wonderful planetarium application. You got Geary, Scribus, Polari, which is an IRC client. You also got some games over here. You also got Citra, wonderful Nintendo DS emulator. You got the Opera web browser, the Raspberry Pi Imager for those who are messing around with Raspberry Pis. All sorts of good applications. Now, if you need specific hardware drivers, right here is your NVIDIA drivers, right here. So if you need to install specific NVIDIA hardware drivers, there you go. All right, in assembly, in a nutshell, that's pretty much the GNOME Software Center. Okay, that's pretty much it for the live installation of GNOME 45. What do I think of the what do I think of it overall? To me, GNOME 45 looks really nice, looks really good. Um, it's definitely gotten a whole lot better. I know in the beginning there was some issues with extensions not being able to be ported immediately to GNOME 45, but from what I hear, the extensions are working now. So say if you need Arc menu and all of that, they should be now fully available. So you should not have any problems getting your favorite extensions working on GNOME 45. So, with that being said, that's pretty much it. This has been the Fedora 39 live installation. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming. If you enjoy these live streams just as much as I do, then smash that like button, ring-a-ding that notification bell, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. I will be doing a channel update within a few days, letting you all know when the next EdoPro Dual Night is. Also, keep a lookout for early December. There will be a Linux workshop live stream that will be focused on teaching Windows users who want to jump to Linux on how to do so, how to basically set up a distribution, what types of software you can look forward to in Linux. And like I said earlier, for this Linux workshop live stream, Ben, I know you said yes, that you would be there, but Seeker, I would love to have you as well. This way, maybe you can explain a few things as well. So that would be great. Also, don't forget, December 24th, 4 p.m., Christmas Eve, is Dark Zero's Zero Linux KDE live installation. Keep a lookout for that. So, with that being said, have a great rest of your night, people. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming. And with that, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Master 88 saying, see you later. Have a good night, everybody. And I will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye, all.